Hey, I'm Simple Simon. Welcome to Big City Comics. How can I help you today? Give me a job. Hey guys, welcome to the New 50 Noob. I am Simple Simon, I'm your comic book noob, and I am once again here at Big City Comics with Mark. Say hi Mark. Hi Mark. So I've only got a few books to go through today, so we'll go through those, and then just to kill time, we might just have some general comic book chit chat. So, let's do this. Alright, so before we start today's episode, we are going to talk about Superheroes with Mo's, which is a great cause for Movember, but I'll let Mark take it away.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is supporting Movember, which is an organisation which is a non-for-profit organisation which supports men with testicular cancer, suicide prevention, mental health in general, and you know, it's just one of those things that I'm really passionate about. I've wanted to do something for years, but never really had the, I suppose, time or motivation as much as what I have now. So yeah, so what I'm running my promotions that is Superheroes with Mo's. Purchase a fake mustache like that one right there for $2, and that $2 will go straight to the organisation Movember.
And I'll leave the address for Big City Comics at the bottom here. Yeah, so drop in, see Mark, donate some money for a good cause, yeah?
In store only.
That's right. This is the only way I can actually grow a mo. Alright, so let's go through the few books that I've picked up. So, New Comic Book Day is actually tomorrow, which I'm not going to be able to make it in, so I'm just got a small poll there that Mark has held on to me from last week. The first two books are not for me, X-Force and New Mutants #1, they're for my mate Stu, so we won't talk about them, and besides they're Marvel, so let's not talk about them. So my first book, from Marvel, Black Cat, issue 6. I'm having a lot of trouble, Mark, letting go of this title. I feel like I should cut it. I haven't heard that it's great, but
it's not great.
I love Black Cat.
Don't we all love Black Cats?
So yeah, it's Black Cat issue 6. Oh, I love this cover. The Web of Black Widow. I really like that cover, man. Something about Black Widow being tied up. Amazing Spider-Man issue 33. 2099 is in trouble. What does that mean, Mark?
Well, you're gonna have to read it.
I will have to. I've got a lot to catch up on before I get to here, though.
But something is happening with the 299 universe, or the 299 future, the 2099 future, and basically, yeah, they're just trying to resurgence that whole platform or storyline that was introduced in the early 90s in the Marvel universe.
Coming up next, from Image Comics. This was recommended to me by my mate Stu, who I'm picking those comics up for. He's a big Snyder fan. Snyder's alright, a bit confusing, but I read what this was about and it sounded interesting, and that is Undiscovered Country. Now Mark, what have you heard about this book?
I have to admit, Snyder's indie work, or his owner creator stuff, is much better than his DC stuff.
The best Snyder thing I've read is probably Witches, which is a horror story by Snyder, and I actually found that to be actually quite good. So, but I read what this was about, and it's a very interesting concept.
Very great, the artwork's awesome.
Ooh.
And the other writer he's teamed up with is a great writer as well, and I expect big things out of it.
This has a very Mad Max sort of look and feel.
I expect big things out of it. I expect a lot of big things out of it. So it's a great concept. It's very producible.
This is the last book. I have 3 Marvel this week, 1 Image and 1 DC. How about that, eh? And I was knocking Marvel. So City of Bane, Batman issue 82, so close to the end of Tom King. What's going on here? This is pretty nice. Yeah, this
the whole month of November, DC's doing the acetate covers.
That's very cool.
For all the ongoing titles.
Oh, look at that on the back.
Yeah, on the back.
Even the ad, Batman, damn, look at that. That is nice. That is my books for this for last week. But I figured I'd have some chat with you, Mark, because I did start reading in the last week, and I finally started the City of Bane story arc. How far have you started that?
I have started.
How far into it are you?
Probably about halfway.
Spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't caught up on this stuff. Have you seen The Death?
Have you?
Yes. I'm up to date.
Oh, so you're up to date?
I'm up to date now, yes. I smashed out 7 issues in the last 2 nights.
Oh, yes, I have seen The Death.
Oh my God! On that podcast I listened to, they said that Alfred dies, and I was like, what? And even though I knew it was coming, I turned the page, I was just dead. Like, it was pretty full on.
I found that even the issue before that was awesome, the way it finished too, with the whole, the two Robins on the rooftop.
Yeah, that's, yeah, so there you go.
Which I loved.
That's another thing I was going to ask you, actually. Now, I'm a noob, remember that, guys, if you're watching this and you're new to it. I need to take this off because it's giving me a runny nose. From my short experience of reading comics, I thought Tim Drake was dead.
No, why would you think that?
Because I'm pretty sure in like the Titans stuff I read, they were like, Tim died. Start of Rebirth?
Yeah, the start of Rebirth.
They thought he died. What do you mean they thought?
He was kidnapped.
He was kidnapped.
He wasn't killed.
He wasn't killed.
No, it's a long story. He was kidnapped by Jor-El.
So he's never been dead?
By Superman's father. No, he was never dead.
Okay, well that clears that up. Yeah, and there was that issue where they left it with Thomas Wayne coming back saying, I'm Batman. And I was like, what? What? And I literally was like, I need to read the next issue. And the next issue didn't explain any of it.
They wanted to break him. That's what they wanted. They wanted to break Bruce. And that's what the whole Nightmares thing was. They wanted to break his spirit. And as you caught up, and it seems like when Catwoman comes to him, it seems like he's broken. Like he doesn't know what to do. And it's part of what she did to him too, leaving him and telling him that, you know, you need to be Batman, you need to be sad. That sort of broke him as well, because it's in his mind, he's going through a mental thing saying, like, I can't be happy. So, you know, I might as well just give up. Tom King writes in massive story arcs.
Long form storytelling,
yeah,
as my buddy Dub would say.
Exactly right.
Catwoman came back into it. Everything became good again. I was like, because when she first takes up the hood, I was like, oh, she's back. And then all of a sudden that sort of started to make it like that storyline kind of is explaining everything to me. And I actually really enjoyed it again. I'm actually really digging Batman again. Man, like everyone lost it when they were like issue 50 of The Wedding, which is where I started in comic books. That's how new I am. Like everyone cracked it about, you know, how they went about that. But I knew, even as a noob, surely his plan was to always come back to that, I think, at the end. With them
of course, yeah, 100%. So after the City of Bane, he was going to finish off that's what he was going to finish off into his 100 issue arc. It was the Batman and Catwoman thing. But now that's been cut short, he's finishing it off at City of Bane, and he'll continue that arc in his own maxi series.
Yeah, I really need to read from the start of Rebirth, which, mate, Jake, if you're watching this, mate, I need those books. I need those books. I can't understand how you remember all this stuff. Because I read comics, and that's why I've really enjoyed being able to knock out 7 issues of Batman, because it's just the story being told. I don't understand how you comic guys do it.
I don't know, we all talk about it a lot with other people, and it just resonates.
So do you think that Tom King's run is better than Snyder's? Ooh.
Ooh. I think that's a discussion for another time.
That's a whole episode on its own. Yeah, and you're going to upset a lot of people no matter what you say.
They've got ups and downs on both.
Like, have you read that Last Night on Earth?
No.
Started off really good, and then by the end of that first issue, I'm like, oh, I just felt like Dark Knight's Metal all over again. I was like, what is going on?
Everyone wants to put a stamp on a classic character like that, so
yeah.
You know?
And everyone wants to create their own character now.
Yeah, I mean, look, Snyder did something good. He changed a little bit of mythos of Gotham itself and of Dick Grayson as well, and he changed the mythos of, you know, the Waynes. So that was a massive thing. The whole Court of Owls thing was awesome, you know.
It was.
And Zero Year was great as well. I mean, but Zero Year, I didn't really like it when I was reading it issue by issue, like month by month. But when I read it all in one go, it was much better. But you know, Tom King gave us different. You know, he gave us Gotham Girl, he gave us Catwoman and Batman. So I mean, he's given us a different side to Bane and a more intelligent side to Bane. So it's hard to say, like, it's hard. It's hard to compare. You can't say one is good and one is bad. And I like reading a different Batman.
Oh, to be honest, like, because I guess I started with comics with Batman 50, which is not the best issue to be the first issue of a comic you read. Because I was like, what am I reading here? Is this got no story? It's like there was like 2 pages of story. But the following story arc after The Wedding was The one about the court case.
That was a
Mr.
great,
Freeze.
yeah.
And I actually was like,
Great.
this is interesting. There's been barely a Batman, but it was kind of an interesting story, and I did enjoy that, and I found it kind of fascinating. And it's just once they got to the nightmare stuff, I was...
Yeah, you got to pick up what a great story, what a good, I don't want to spoil it because you probably haven't read it, but the jokes of the War of Jokes and Riddles, that was amazing. That was a great run, great story arc. It was written in a way where Batman and Catwoman, they just finished making love, I suppose you could say, without being crude. And Batman has to reveal something about himself to Catwoman, the woman he loves, before the relationship goes forward. So it's told in one instance, but it's like a retrospective story. And he tells it his whole story about what he did. Yeah, it blew me away. Like it was very, very good. Like it was very, very well written, very, very well structured, and you know, Tom King, like always, gives you a really good payoff. And which was a really good payoff.
I need to get on the, I need to start Rebirth from the start. Jake, hit me up with those books. Mark, maybe I'll finish up with, what are some of the upcoming books, maybe over the next month, that are big, have hype and are going to be big releases?
Punisher Soviet. It's definitely Garth Ennis back on the Punisher, which everyone would love to see, and they're going to see it. The Hill House books, they're gonna be. I
heard they're doing well.
They're gonna be filtered out slowly. They just did the Green Lantern, Dark Stars 3-issue arc that Morrison is running. I mean, there's Deadpool #1 by Kelly Thompson.
All right, cool. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching as always. If you're new to the channel, check out my back catalogue as always. And till next time, say bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Keep it simple.